Hey guys, what's up? It's Lucy and welcome to the Tea with Me. I know it sounds super cheesy, but I was trying to think of something that was like cute and catchy. But hi guys, it's been so long and I've had so much going on, but I had this idea that I was like, what if every week I just sit down, I have a cup of tea, and just kind of talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind, or just a catch-up video. We can talk about health, we can talk about goals, we can talk about a movie I really like, whatever comes to mind that week. This one, so I got my tea. Cheers. I hope you guys have got a cozy drink or a favorite snack, or you're just hanging out with me today. You can see the steam coming off that one. But today I wanted to just kind of give you guys an introduction to this, I don't know what you want to call it, this series of the Tea with Me. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But this one is just going to be life update and a welcome to the video. So going into the first thing, this one will probably be pretty short just because it's more of an intro kind of video. Sorry, I'm making the camera all shaky. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so I recently got married. That's super cool. Big life change, you know. So now Liam lives with me, and it was in January, and it was like a winter wonderland foresty kind of vibe to it, but also just like red and green with white, and classy but simple enough, and I loved it. It was so much fun. I did get sick with the terrible head cold flu thing that's going around though, like 4 days before the wedding. Before my wedding, not just like I'm going to a wedding, like I am the bride. And 4 days before the wedding, I was in bed, basically unconscious with a super high fever and wasn't able to function, and I slept the entire day. And yeah, it was rough, but I got through it. My roommate, Levy, also one of the bridesmaids, she pumped me full of my vitamins and my Gatorade and my electrolytes and tea and just made sure I stayed alive. Evangeline, my sister, she made me homemade soup. Mom brought me all kinds of different vitamins and good stuff. Yeah, it was quite a bit, and we're like trying to keep Liam away from me as much as possible so he doesn't also get sick. But I was all drugged up on my wedding day, but it was still a blast. And then I was like coming out of it on the honeymoon, so I still had a bit of like that lingering cough, but otherwise I was okay. So it wasn't the most ideal situation, but other than that, and other than like a couple people having to miss out on things because they were also sick, it was a wonderful wedding, and I loved it. I had so much fun. The next thing that was more recent was I graduated in December. So now I've got, I was going to say a PhD. My God, no, I don't have a PhD. I have a bachelor's in psychology, a bachelor's in communication, and a minor in women and gender studies. So that is pretty cool. Kind of crazy to be able to say that. It's because I've been working on it for 4.5 years, which is wild. But graduation was so fun. It was so surreal. I remember just like standing there with a bunch of my friends who were also classmates, and we're all just like, wow, we made it. Like, we're actually here. So that was so cool. And now I got promoted at my job, so I'm working full time and as a manager, so that way I can save up money so I can get to grad school, because grad school is a little bit expensive. But the goal is to get into therapy, more like talk therapy, possibly relationship therapy, mental health, that whole ordeal. But so I'm one step of the way there. Now I have to work a ton and save money so then I can go to grad school, which I hope to get there in about a year. So it feels so far out, but like every year just goes by faster, so I'm like, I know it'll be okay. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then in January, like the very end of January, beginning of February, Liam and I moved. So we moved to our new apartment. Once it's actually put together, I'll do an apartment tour, which is so exciting. We're putting it together little by little. Of course, money is something that we have to decorate the way we want to, but we're getting there. But yeah, so that has been so crazy because I've lived in the town that I lived in and the apartment that I lived in for like 5 years. I had many different roommates, or I lived with my grandma and stuff, but I was going to school and I was living there for 5 years. And like I moved there when I was 19 and now I'm 25, and it's crazy to like no longer be there and be in a city slash town. I don't know, it's like a small city. Now being in a totally different place. I don't know this area super well, so I'm getting to know it, learning about the different like stores and restaurants we have here. I mean, you have the basics like Target, Walmart. We have a Kohl's, that's cool. We took Livy to PetSmart, so that was really exciting. But yeah, it's just a lot of change, and also like getting into a routine of living with Liam and not living with Lovey anymore. But yeah, so it's crazy. All of this has happened like back to back, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And then I turned 25 the day after we moved. So my birthday was also there too, which is crazy to think that I am 25. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't really feel like 25 is that old. I feel like people just make it out to be old, but I don't know. I just feel like me. I'm in the season of life that I'm in, and yeah, that's about it. Ooh, it's still hot. I think the biggest thing with 25 so far, and it's only been a few weeks, I think now that I'm 25, like I used to feel like, man, I need to look young. I need to present myself as young. I'm only in my early 20s. Like, I don't want to, like, feel, I don't know, all those toxic beauty standards were like, is my skin constantly clear and smooth? And I don't look tired. I feel young and rejuvenated and all that. And, like, now that I'm 25, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like seeing how I'm aging. And it's so funny because I'm sure when I'm like 35, 40, 50, I can look back at this video and go, oh my gosh, girl, you thought you were aging at 25. But in like a way where I'm maturing, I feel like my body is finally like settling down because, you know, there's that second puberty. And I feel like my face is a little bit more adult than it is like teenager, young adult. And I kind of like it. I don't know, she's cute. I like her. I'm confident in it most days, and I feel a lot better in my own skin, and I feel like I just have a much more realistic, mature perspective about aging, and it's really relieving. It's very freeing because I'm not really trying to be anything other than what I am and where I am at in my life right now. So that is today's video. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me with the tea with me, and I hope you guys come back next week. I hope to post every Monday. It's so much fun to just sit down with you guys and talk because I really do enjoy it, and I miss you guys when I don't. But all right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.